Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is March 24th, 2015, and today is Tuesday. So let's start with the economic calendar. We're looking at a few numbers coming out today. At 10:30, we have the German manufacturer PMI number, and then later at 11:30, GBP CPI number, and then in the afternoon, USD CPI numbers coming out. Altogether, not major numbers. I think that should rattle the market, but you never know, okay? Looking at the Euro USD here, we're trading at 109. Big rally from yesterday. If we look at yesterday's point was about 108, 180 something, 182 I think it was. But we saw a huge spike in the Euro, okay, and it just rallied and rallied all day. We retraced a little bit on 109, and now we're at 109.63. How far could this go? Okay, that's the great question. Conceivably, it could go anywhere as far as 111 before it sees some sort of resistance. And we were really anticipating this. I mean, if we look at a monthly chart, this is one of my favorite charts. We're looking at a huge spike hitting 105, and then you see that it finally capitulated at 105, and then now it's bouncing. So it's a 109. So that's a 460 pip up move, or short covering, however you like to call it. But you could surely say that the downward trend has at least given a little bit of a vacation for now, as long as we could say that. And it doesn't mean that it can't continue going down, but in the short term, it looks like it's really bounced off its major lows. So the question is how much can it go on the upside, and will it just consolidate and churn? So that remains to be seen. You got to be in it to win it, okay? But I would expect it to bounce to 111 at some point to see some sort of resistance. That's only 200 pips away. We've already gone 460 pips. So relatively, it's a very small bounce, considering it went from 140 to 105, which is 3,500 pips. Okay, so that's a major retracement from its high of 140. But again, it could probably hit 111. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but just in general, it should be bouncing a little bit. Looking at the USD Swiss franc, we're really sold off very nicely over the past 24 hours. Everything against the dollar really sold off very nicely against the dollar. This is just such a beautiful graph. As you can see here, 110, we hit resistance. We didn't break it higher. We couldn't fill it up completely to 102, and we retraced to 96. So all in all, it's healthy. Okay, this is a big retracement from what it sold off, if you remember, from the debacle in January. But it's filled the gap, okay, mostly, and now it's trading in the mid-range. But that's a beautiful graph to keep an eye on as well. Looking at gold, we said that it bounced a little bit the other day, and just trading at 1187. Remember, 1200 is a big resistance level. So if we do come close to it, I would start shorting it as long as it doesn't break above 1205 in anticipation it's going to retrace a little bit. But gold is getting back there, okay? For short plays, 1 or 2 day plays, it's actually still trading. Looking at the Dow Jones, the Dow Jones really just sold off into the market yesterday. It was up about 100 points, and then towards the end of the day, it just sold completely off. But as you can see, on a daily chart, we're still on almost our dead highs, just below 18,290. We're at 18,116. So again, you got to keep an eye on it. We're still in the madness of March, April, where anything could happen. Looking at oil, oil's trading at 46 and 3/4 a barrel. We had a little bit of a gap up at the beginning of the week. We sold off, and it looks like it's tapering off here at 47 and a quarter, 47 and a quarter, and now we're at 47 3/4. it looks like it rallies and then retraces. It rallies, retraces. As long as it doesn't trade above, okay, 47.50, I'd say it's still in the trading range between 42 and 47. If it does break this 47.50 level, then we could really see it maybe hitting around 49-ish level again. Okay, so it does have a tendency of going right back up. So I'd keep an eye on it also. Looking at the USD ZAR, we finally broke the 12 level, and we're trading below 12. Remember, we almost hit 12.50. As the dollar is weakening across the board, we see that also in the ZAR. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.